This is Carl Frampton. You're listening to King of the Ring Entertainment.
Welcome back to the channel. It has been a while, definitely been a while. But what I wanted to talk about was the Chris Eubank v Conor Benn fight. What a great event. One for the history books, my ad. The dads had two legendary fights and now the sons have carried on the legacy in great fashion. But before we get into the fight, I want to talk about something a little bit serious. It was great to see Chris Eubank Sr. there. It would have been a bit upsetting if he wasn't there to support, because Nigel was there to support Conor, and it only was fitting for Chris Eubank Sr. to be there. So yeah, when he did arrived in fashion. When he got out of the car, he was dancing. In the changing room, he was dancing with his big jacket. And then once again, once he got into the ring, he was there in typical Chris Eubank Sr. fashion. Limelight was on him a little bit, but who cares? I'm glad he's there. So guys, let's get into the fight. I had Conor Benn winning the first few rounds. Eubank seemed to be struggling with Conor's constant pressure and movement, which is understandable in the early stages anyway, because Conor's quite explosive. He's constantly there right in front of you. But one thing that shocked me, especially early on, you could see Conor was affecting Eubank with his punches. We've known Conor to throw everything with every punch he had. He throws a kitchen sink with every punch. But I was very shocked to see the smaller man have the amount of effect he had on Eubank, especially early on. Even though Eubank was catching Conor with check left hooks, Conor was taking it. Till the tide did change later on. In the middle rounds, I had Eubank taking over, controlling the rounds. It seemed like Conor Benn was slowing down. I don't blame him. Who can keep that intensity for that long? So at some point he will dip. And at that point, Eubank took control. And he stamped the middle rounds. Even though he did stamp the middle rounds, Conor did have an effect on Eubank. He was hitting him, catching him. He was wild, but Eubank still controlled it, countering him, keeping distance with the jab. So he done well in that sense. So coming into the final third, it seems like Chris Eubank Jr. was struggling with his legs. Why is that? Because he's been known for his engine, his work rate. Physically, he's always looked great. Now, why is it? Is that because of his age, the weight, the hydration clause? What is it? That's a comment for the comment section. Let me know what you guys think. Even though Eubank was struggling with his legs, I love how he switched it up. I love how he closed the distance. He thought, you know what, my legs aren't working, so let me just close the distance. And let me go toe-to-toe with him. Let me not allow him to have room, because Conor likes to plant his feet with a little bit of distance and start throwing his punches. But Eubank never allowed that. He thought, let me use my size and weight and let me just tire him out. Because Eubank was tired anyway. But he thought, you know what, let me just close that distance. Because I genuinely believe if he gave Conor distance, it would have been a much, much harder fight for Eubank. I feel like the reason to why Eubank won the fight was because he banked the championship rounds. Before that, it was neck and neck. So guys, that's my thought on the fight. If you could subscribe, like and leave a comment, I'd deeply appreciate it. Thank you. See you later.